You're able to hear me, right?
Yes.
So let's start. So last class we were discussing, we started with differentiation, right? So last class we started with differentiation. I gave you two functions and we found out the derivatives of it. Using what? Using the first principle of derivative. So what does it state? Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Okay. So f of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by h is going to give us the first principle of derivative. So using that, we found the derivative of x power n, which came out to be n into x power n minus 1, and we found the derivative of sin x, which came out to be cos x, right? Now we will see what is the derivative of cos x.
Minus sin x, sir.
So derivative is, that's right. Okay. Just to recollect the concept, what we will do is we will use the first principle of derivative. Then I'll teach you the next set of formula. Okay. So what does it state? Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by h. So that is limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h means what? F of x is cos x. F of x plus h will be cos of x plus h minus cos x the whole divided by h. Right? So limit h tends to 0. Cos c minus cos d. What is the formula? Minus
Sir?
2.
What
Yeah,
did you
tell me.
ask, sir?
I asked what is cos of x plus h minus cos x. That is cos c minus cos b. Or cos x minus cos y. It is minus 2 sine of x plus y divided by 2 sine of x minus y divided by 2. The whole divided by how much? H. Right? So x and x will get cancelled. Then you will have limit h tends to 0 minus 2 sine of 2x plus h the whole divided by 2. Right? Into sine h by 2 the whole divided by h. Here, what is the variable? The variable is h.
H.
So limit h tends to 0, sine h by h will be how much? Limit h
1,
tends
sir.
to 0. It is 1. So here you don't have h, rather you have h by 2. So denominator has h. So I will divide it with 2 and compensate it with a 2. Got it? That is why I used a different color. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. What is that you are left out with? Now when you substitute the limit here, what will happen? Can I write it like this? I wrote an extra step for your understanding. Now substitute the limit. So if I substitute limit, it will be sine 2x divided by 2. This and this will get cancelled. There is a minus also. So minus sine x into, what is the answer for this whole thing?
1, sir.
1, sir.
1. So from this, what is the answer you are getting? Minus sine x. That
Minus
is why
sine
the yes. That is the reason why the derivative of cos x is minus sine x. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Please make a note of it. Yes, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Shall I proceed?
Just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
We completed, sir.
Okay. So this is the derivative of cos x. Now what we will do is, we will see some properties of we will see some properties of derivatives. Yeah. So algebra of derivatives of function. So you know what is the algebra between functions, right? If I give you two random functions, say f of x and g of x, you can add those functions, subtract, multiply, and divide, right? So what will be the derivative of the sum of two functions? So derivative of sum of two functions is observed to be the sum of the derivatives of the individual functions. That is, if I ask you a question like this, find d by dx of f of x plus g of x, then what you can do is, you can find the derivative of each function individually and then add them. Example, if I put a question like this, if I ask you what is x, what is the derivative of x plus sin x? So x is an algebraic function, sin x is a trigonometric function. So the answer to this is what? 1 minute. Yeah. So what is the answer to this? It is d by dx of x plus d by dx of sin x. So what is the derivative of x? 1 plus derivative of sin x is cos x. So this will be the derivative. Guys, I hope you're able to understand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Similar way, if you want to find the derivative of difference of two functions, find the derivative of each function separately and subtract them. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So, yes. The next is the third rule, which is called as the product rule. Okay. That is, you're finding the derivative of product of two functions. I'll explain this. So write down the heading as product rule. D by dx of f of x into g of x. It is like this. You first see, number them, okay, in your, till you get used to it, number them. F of x, if I call it as first function, g of x will be second. Okay. So it is first function into derivative of second function plus, that's the formula, okay, plus second function into derivative of first function. So that's the answer. So what will the answer here be? So from this I can write first function into derivative of second function, that is d by dx of g of x plus second function into derivative of first function. Okay, please make a note of this. I'll show you an example, okay? So let's take an example. Find d by dx of x cos x. what is it? So xi, if I take it as first function, cos x will be second function. So according to formula, what am I supposed to do? It is the first function, that is x into d by
d
dx
by
of
dx cos x
cos x plus
plus
cos
cos
x
x into d
into
by
d by
dx
yeah,
of
dx
x.
of x.
very good. So x into, what is the derivative of cos x?
Minus sin
Minus
x.
sin x.
Minus sin x plus cos x itself, leave it as it is. Derivative of x with respect to x,
1.
it's 1. So answer will be minus x sin x plus cos x. Okay, this rule, you got the answer by applying product rule. Got it? Shall I move on to the next one? So the last one is called as quotient rule. Okay. So this quotient rule is applicable only when the denominator is non-zero. That is, if I have two functions f of x by g of f of x and g of x, then if you want to find the derivative of f of x by g of x, then it is like this: d by dx of f of x by g of x is equal to, so you take the numerator as first, denominator as second. One minute, guys. Listen. So it is like this: second function into derivative of first function minus first function into derivative of second function by second function square. Or I can put it like this: denominator into derivative of numerator. I want everybody to write this, okay? So in the product rule, you have a minus. In the quotient rule, sorry, in the product rule, you have a plus. The quotient rule, you will have a minus. So since you have a minus, here order is very important. Minus numerator into derivative of denominator, the whole divided by denominator square. Please make a note, everybody. Got it? So look at the example. Okay. See, what I'm going to do is d by dx of, if I ask you derivative of tan x, so I want you to first tell me using the first principle. So it is f of x plus h. What is it? Limit h tends to 0. F of x plus h minus f of x the whole divided by. There is a reason why I'm doing this. Okay. So listen, limit h tends to 0. What is f of x plus h? It is tan of x plus h minus tan x the whole divided by h. So this will be limit h tends to 0, sine of x plus h divided by cos of x plus h minus sin x divided by cos x the whole divided by h. Right? So that is limit h tends to 0, sine of x plus h into cos x minus sin x into cos of x plus h the whole divided by how much? Cos x into cos of x plus h, and you have a h here. Guys, is there any doubt in this? I took LCM and then I wrote the final expression. Shall I proceed?
Just a minute, sir. Okay.
Shall I? Okay.
Yes, sir. You can proceed, sir.
So limit h tends to 0. So I am splitting the function to each term and writing it. I am splitting the denominator to each term. Cos x and cos x are gone. Minus wait, actually, why am I doing all these things? Listen. Limit h tends to 0. Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b is what? Sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. I asked a simple question.
It's cos of a minus b, sir.
No, sin of a minus b. So a is x plus h minus x. So sin of x plus h minus x divided by h into cos x into cos of x plus h. So x and x are gone. This will be limit h tends to 0, sin h by h into cos x into cos of x plus h. Okay. So can I write it as limit h tends to 0, sin h by h divided by limit h tends to 0, cos x into cos of x plus h. Right? I just wrote it in the denominator. That's it. So what will happen to the numerator, guys? Limit h tends to
Become
0.
1, sir.
It is 1. Now when you substitute h tends to 0 here, 1 divided by cos x into, when you substitute 0 here, it is another cos x. So 1 divided by cos square x. So what is the answer? Secant square x, right? So from here onward, we know that the derivative of tan x is going to be secant square x. But the question is this the only method we can derive?
So we first directly took tan x, no, sir. We can use sin x by cos x at first and use that division formula.
Okay, then what you can do? Then you can use quotient, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's look at the alternate method. That is d by dx of tan x is equal to d by dx of sin x divided by cos x. So derivative of numerator divided by denominator is what? Denominator into derivative of numerator. So denominator is cos x into derivative of numerator is derivative of sin x minus numerator into derivative of denominator by denominator square. That's cos. Yes. So cos x into derivative of sin x is cos x minus sin x into derivative of cos x is minus sin x, the whole divided by cos square x. Accepted. So cos square x minus of minus is plus. So cos square x plus sin square x divided by cos square x. So cos square x plus sin square x will be 1. 1 divided by cos square x will be secant square x. So I hope you're able to understand. You use whatever method you want, you're still going to get the same answer. Right? So here the thumb rule is you are going to remember the derivative as of now. Okay, as you keep practicing, you will remember the derivative of all the functions. As of now, if you know the derivative of 3 important functions, you can derive the derivatives of any other function. What are the 3 functions we are supposed to remember? X power n, sin x, and cos x. So if you know the derivative of all the 3, most of the functions can be derived. For example, if I put a question like find the derivative of secant x, what will you do? If I put a question like find the derivative of secant x, what will you do, guys? You can write it as d by dx of 1 by cos x.
1 by cos x.
So 1 is numerator, cos x is denominator. Remember, derivative of a constant is always 0. I think I've explained this, right? Did I do that? Derivative of a constant is always a 0. If I'm not explained it, write it down. Derivative of a constant is 0. So 1 is a constant. Okay. So what can we do? Can you quickly tell me what we are supposed to do? Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator
into derivative denominator
by denominator square.
square.
So cos x into derivative of 1 is 0. Minus 1 into derivative of cos x is minus sin x.
Minus sin x.
The whole divided by cos square x. So it will be sin x divided by cos square x. So sin x, you can write it as, so cos square x can be written as cos x into 1 divided by cos x. Sin x by cos x is tan x. 1 by cos x is secant x. So this is the formula. You will apply it many times, okay? So derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. Got it? But what is the derivative of tan x?
secant square x.
It is secant square x. Okay? So with the help of this knowledge, we will actually frame a table. So I'll give you a table, you can make a note of it. Function derivative x power n, nx power n minus 1. Constant derivative is 0. Sin x derivative is cos x. Cos x derivative is minus sin x. Tan x secant square x. Secant x tan x. Okay. Similarly, you have cosecant x. It is minus cosecant x cot x. Similarly, derivative of cot x will be minus cosecant square x. With the hope that you can derive the formula for these two, I'm leaving it to you. For cosecant x, what will you do? You'll write it as 1 by
sin x.
And then proceed, you will get minus cosecant x cot x. Similarly, cot x, you will write it as cos x by sin x. You will get minus cosecant square x. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So with this knowledge, we are going to do some problems. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Find the derivative at x is equal to 2 for the function f of x is equal to 3x. See, if this question comes in 1 mark, directly differentiate it. If the question comes for 3 marks, by the way, I hope you have seen the papers, right? Did you guys go through your sample paper? You have 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 marks. You have a case-based study, and 5. You have all these marks. Now the 6 marks are gone. That's how they've changed this year. Okay. Suppose this question comes under 3 mark section. Then what are we supposed to do? You need to use the first principle of derivative. Okay. So here we will do it directly. So the function is given. What is d by dx of 3x? So what can be done? 3 can be taken out of the derivative. So 3 into d by dx of x. How much is it? 3. So what are we supposed to do? You need to find the derivative of this function at x is equal to 2. Means in the final answer, whatever comes, wherever you have x, you need to substitute 2. So what is the final answer you are getting?
Be 3 only, sir.
It is only 3 because it's a straight line. So slope of a straight line is always a constant. That's why you're getting a 3. Got it? Find the derivative of the function f of x is equal to 2x square plus 3x minus 5 at x is equal to minus 1. Also prove that f dash of 0 plus 3 times f dash of minus 1 is 0. So what is f dash of x? F dash of x means, I hope everybody knows, it's the derivative. It's the same as d by dx of f of x. Both are same, okay? So d by dx of 2x square plus 3x minus 5 is equal to how much? It is d by dx of 2x square plus d by dx of 3x minus d by dx of 5. I hope you understood what I did, right? I used
Yes, sir.
algebra of derivatives. So what will be the derivative of 2x square? Tell me first. So 2 will come out, d by dx of x square. Derivative of 3x, 3 will come out, d by dx of x minus d by dx of 5. So 2 into, what is the derivative of x square? It is 2x.
2x.
Plus 3 into derivative of x
1,
minus derivative of a constant.
0.
So what is this? 4x plus 3.
4x plus 3.
This is what is f dash of x. So what are they asking? Find the derivative of the function at x is equal to y minus 1. So f dash of x is 4x plus 3. What is f dash of minus 1?
Will be minus 1, sir.
Minus 1.
Yes. Because in the place of x, I will substitute minus 1. So minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. They are asked us to prove something else also. F dash of 0 plus 3 times f dash of 1. What is f dash of 0? That is 3. So find f dash of 0 plus 3 times f dash of 1. Sorry, minus 1. So f dash of 0 is 3.
Be 0, sir.
Got it? Okay. Find derivative of sin x at x is equal to 0. So f of x is sin x. Are you guys comfortable with f dash of x? So what will f dash of x be?
Derivative of sin x.
No, what is it? D by dx of sin x. What is the answer? Derivative of sin x
Cos
is
x.
cos x. So f dash of x is cos x. They have asked f dash of 0 is equal to what? So what will be f dash of 0? It will be cos 0. What is cos 0?
1.
That's the answer. So wherever you see this question at x is equal to something, no, that the final answer will be some number. You will not have x in it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next. You guys do it fast and tell me. Find the derivative of f of x is equal to 3 at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 3. It's just one step.
0, sir.
That's
So it'll be 3.
no. F dash of x is 0 because derivative of 3 is how much? 0.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So f dash of 0 is also 0. F dash of 3 is also 0. If they ask any other number at that point also it is 0 because I'll tell you what is the logic for it. See, let's recollect the concept from straight lines, okay? If I take straight lines and if I draw a line which is parallel to x-axis, what is the equation of that line? Y is equal to constant. But y is nothing but f of x. So f of x is equal to constant. Now tell me one thing. What is the slope of a line which is parallel to x-axis? I've told this many times. And you have written a test also. Tell me, what is the slope of a line which is parallel to x-axis?
It's a constant.
It's 0. Because what is the angle this line is making with the x-axis?
0 degrees.
Tan 0 is 0, no? Slope means tan theta. So slope is 0. That is the meaning of this. So f of x is equal to 3 is a line which is parallel to x-axis. So obviously f dash of something is going to be its derivative of a function is slope. I told you already. So what is the slope of this line? So the meaning of the question is what is the slope of the line f of x is equal to 3 at x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 3? Since it is a line parallel to x-axis, it is always going to be 0. That is what derivatives is also telling us. Okay, so indirectly what you're doing is whatever you have learned in the case of straight lines, here it will be slightly twisted. There you would have seen in terms of x and y, here it will be in terms of x and f of x. But you should have it in your mind that f of x is nothing but y. Yes, are you able to link both?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you tell me, find the derivative of f of x is equal to 10x. So 10 times d by dx of x, that will be 10 into derivative of x is 1. So it will be 10. Because f of x means what did I say? It is y. Y is equal to mx is what? It's a straight line passing through origin. So for the line y is equal to mx, what will be the slope of it? M only. No, what is m here? Huh?
10, sir.
So that's what derivatives is also telling us.
So I have a doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Here, if we substitute any value, it will still remain 10, no, sir?
It will 10
In this
because
case.
yes, it is because slope of a straight line is constant everywhere. No?
Okay, sir. Now I understand.
Got it? Yeah. Shall I move on? So find the derivative of f of x is equal to x square. Solution. F of x is x square. D by dx of f of x.
2x, sir.
That's it. Derivative of x power n into x power n minus 1. See here, the problems are simple because we are doing it using direct method. I hope you know how to handle it using the first principle, right? Did they mention it anywhere? No, they didn't. So here you are getting the answer directly, that is 10x. Sorry, 2x. If they mention using the first principle, then you have to use that method and so on. Find the derivative of a constant function f of x is equal to a for a real number a. So and the real number a is fixed. So solution, f of x is equal to a. So okay, you can write this a as a into 1. Right? A into 1 can be written as x power 0. So what is f dash of x? D by dx of a into x power 0, that is a into d by dx of x power 0. So that will be a into 0 into x power minus 1. Shall I move on? So I want you guys to do it and tell me what is f of x is equal to 1 by x. It is of the form f of x by g of x.
I got 1 by x square.
There is a, you have missed a sign. You have missed a sign. So
Minus 1 by
denominator,
x square, sir.
yes, minus 1 by x square. Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator by denominator square. X into derivative of 1 is 0 minus 1 into derivative of x is 1 divided by x square. So it will be minus 1 by x. So this is also like a formula. Okay, you can remember it. Going forward, derivative of x will be minus 1 by x square. This also can be added to the formula list. Derivative of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. You guys do this.
We should use that addition rule and subtraction rule, sir.
Yeah, that's it. Did you understand what I did?
Yes, sir.
So I found the derivative of 6 into x power 100, that is 6 into 100 into x power 99. I found the derivative of x power 55, that is 55 into x power 44. Derivative of x is 1. So you will have 600 into x power 99 minus 55 x power 44 plus 1.
Sir, it will be 54, sir. X bar 54.
Oh, sorry, 54. Find the derivative of f of x is equal to 1 plus x square plus so on till x power 50 at x is equal to 1. So we will see. D by dx of 1 plus x square plus so on till x power 50 is f dash of x, right? What is to be found? We need to find f dash of 1 is equal to what? So what will it be? It will be d by dx of 1 plus d by dx of x plus d by dx of x square plus so on plus d by dx of x power 50. So derivative of x, derivative of 1 with respect to x is 0.
0.
Derivative of 1,
1,
2x, 3x
3
square.
square.
What will be the last term, guys?
50x to the power 49.
Very good. So this is f dash of x. Now I need f dash of 1. F dash of 1 will be what? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus so on till 50. Correct? Because 1 power 49 is 1 only. So 50 into 1 power 49 is 1. So 1 plus 2 plus so on till 50 is nothing but the sum of the first n terms.
Yes, sir.
The answer is n into n plus 1 the whole divided by 2. That is 50 into 51 divided by 2. Did you understand what I used? What formula I used? I used arithmetic progressions. So it is n by 2 into first term plus last term. So 25 into 51, whatever is it's going to give, that's the answer. So 25 into 50 is how much? 1250 plus 25. 1275 is the answer.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, is it possible to find derivative of infinity, sir?
No, it's not. Derivative of any number, if it's a constant, it is not possible. You cannot find the derivative of
Like x bar infinity, sir.
x power infinity. No, it's not valid. X power infinity itself is treated like infinity depending on whether x is greater than 1 or less than 1. See, x power infinity is infinity if x is greater than 1. It is 0 if x is lying between 0 to 1. I'm not talking about derivative at all. I'm talking only about x power infinity. Because, see, if I say x power infinity, for example, if I say 2 power infinity, the meaning of it is I'm multiplying 2 with itself how many times? Infinite number of times. Right? So I will get a very big number, which we actually call it as infinity. Infinity is not a number, right? Whereas if I have a number between 0 to 1, that is a fraction. If I raise it to the power infinity, then 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into so on, you will multiply it with itself infinite number of times. So 2 in the denominator is getting multiplied with itself how many times? Infinite times. So it will become 1 by infinity. What will be the answer?
0, sir.
0. So first of all, we cannot find something like that. If at all the question is specific, mentioning the range, then depending on whether it is infinity or 0, you can say something. But it is not valid. Okay, it's not valid. We cannot even discuss it. But since you asked, I'm telling.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So is the previous question clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So find the derivative of f of x is equal to x plus 1 divided by x. So what is f of x? 1 plus 1 by x, correct? So what will f dash of x be? You can directly tell me, guys. What is the derivative of 1?
Be 0, sir.
Derivative of 1 by x.
Minus 1 by x square.
So answer is minus 1 by x. Okay. Compute the derivative of sin x. That's cos x. I know.
Cos x.
Yeah. Derivative of tan x. Secant square x. This
Secant
also I
square
know.
x.
Yeah. So this depending on the rule. If they ask using the first principle, use that method and solve. Okay. Now we will find derivative of sin square x. So for derivative of sin square x, see what I'm going to do. Sin x into sin x. Okay. Apply UV rule and tell me what is the answer. So first
Sir, it is
function,
2 sin x cos x, sir.
that's right. So you will get, derivative of, why did I write cos? Derivative of sin x, here also derivative of sin x. So sin x into cos x plus sin x into cos x. So it will be 2 times sin x cos x, which is nothing but sin 2x. So derivative of sin square x is sin 2x. Shall I move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do fast. Find the derivative of x square minus 2 at x is equal to 10. So derivative of x square.
20, sir.
Yes. So derivative of x square is 2x. That is f dash of x. So f dash of 10 will be 20. That's the answer. Okay. See, till now the problems are simple, right? So one thing what we can do is everything is a similar kind of problem. You can take it as homework, solve it. By tomorrow, I'll clear all your doubts and complete this chapter. So tomorrow we'll actually start miscellaneous. So I suggest you all to do the problems from this exercise before tomorrow. So whichever is tough, I will solve it in the class. Okay. So apart from
Okay,
this,
sir.
is there any doubt you have? Is there any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
Just wait for a minute.